Officer Dave, would you open the courtroom for us, please?
The state of Michigan 36th District Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge David S. Robson Jr. presiding. Court is now in session. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. I don't see Palisades here at all. Let's start with action notice. Morning, Counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you today?
I'm not bad. How about yourself?
Good, thank you.
What file do you have?
I have credit acceptance versus Hambrick 529. Hambrick. I don't seem to have that person here, but you might wait. All right, thanks.
Ms. Kalish,
Good morning.
how you doing?
I'm fine, thank you, Your Honor.
What do you got today?
This is an objection to garnishment. The case number ends in 021.
Okay,
It's
Robert
Palisade.
Sims?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I seem to have him. Let's see if we can't get started.
Okay.
Waiting for him to connect to audio.
Okay.
All right, we have audio connection.
Hello,
What is your name?
Robert Sims.
All right, Mr. Sims, turn the video on. Let's get started. This is file number 05-101-021, Palisades Collections versus Robert Sims. Date and time for objection and garnishment. Your appearances.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mimi Kalish. My P number is 52383 on behalf of the plaintiff.
What is your name, sir?
Robert Sims.
Sir, you are the moving party. What is the basis of your objection to garnishment?
Who am I being garnished for?
What is the basis of your objection to garnishment, sir? The defendant is Robert Sims. The plaintiff is Palisades Collection. You're being garnished by Palisades Collection. What is the basis, sir, of your objection to garnishment?
The basis of my objection was I don't need to be garnished. I just need to pay the bill. I just want to know who it was that I was trying to be paying the bill for, and how can I go about paying it off?
Do you have any other basis for your objection to garnishment?
I wanted to know who the primary person was that I was supposed to owe this money to.
Sir, you're not hearing me.
No, sir.
Do you have any other basis for your objection to garnishment other than what you stated?
No, I don't know. I don't know the reason why I'm being garnished, to be honest, sir.
You're being garnished, sir, because a judgment was entered against you. You were served with summons and complaint back in January of 2005. On March 8th of 2005, a default judgment was entered against you. That default judgment was renewed on December 15th, 2014. That's why you're being garnished. Ms. Kalish.
Okay.
Your Honor, this originated as a Discover account, if that sheds some light for the defendant, but I don't see any grounds for objecting to the garnishment to the extent that there are any funds available via the periodic garnishment. I would ask that the objection be denied and any withheld funds be released to the plaintiff.
Sir,
So if we can just pay this off, how long would it take besides being garnished?
Sir, the judgment is more than 10 years old and it bears interest. What I'll do is I'll put you, Ms. Kalish, in a room and you can have a conversation. But your objection to garnishment, sir, will be denied, having failed to state a valid objection to garnishment. You, sir, have an absolute right to appeal my decision. That appeal must be perfected within 21 days of today in the Wayne County Circuit Court. I'll put you guys in the chat room. You can have any further conversation you wish to have.
Thank you, Your Honor.
you.
And after that, we can leave.
After, absolutely.
Thank you, Your
Thank you.
Honor.
Good morning.
Ms. Francis, you have 809.
Yes, and 559.
I've got somebody here on 559, but 809 is Modern Financial versus Wanda Larkins.
Yes.
All right, I have somebody.
Oh, no. No, wait. LaShonda Hage. Oh, sorry, there's two cases. Oh, two defendants?
On 809, let's see what we have here. I have an objection to garnishment by Watkins, by Wanda Larkins. She's the second defendant.
I also have another objection to garnishment by LaShonda, I think it's Hayes.
Huh. Okay, well, I have to come back to you because I don't see her as of yet.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? We do that one. You know, 9. Hello? Hello?
Hello,
What is your name?
Alicia Duncan.
I'm sorry?
Alicia Duncan.
Alicia
I'm gonna step
Duncan.
up. Yes.
Okay, let me see who you are. 586-667. All right, let me see if I can find the lawyer who's here on your case, ma'am.
Okay.
Hello?
Attorney Muskin here.
For whom, sir?
I'm representing Aspen Real Estate. It's defendant's motion, objection to garnishment and notice of hearing.
Aspen Real Estate. I think I have the defendant.
Very good.
Where'd she go? 586-667. 379. Hello?
I'm here,
Hello?
Judge.
All right, let's call the case. 07-122-379. Aspen Real Estate Company versus Alicia Duncan. Date and time for objection to garnishment, your appearances.
Your Honor, for the record, Kes Muskinnis, attorney P32441 for the plaintiff.
And what is your name, ma'am?
Alicia Duncan.
Ma'am, you're gonna have to speak up so we can hear you. You are the moving party. What is the basis of your objection to garnishment?
When he initially I moved out the property, and he had an agreement. Mr. McKinnis had an agreement with my sister. I don't know what the agreement was at the time, but if he can recall on the date, I moved into a Detroit Housing Commission around in that time, and my sister was in his property, and he can look at the dates, and then we can try to get some clarification from there.
Do you have any other basis for your objection to garnishment, ma'am, other than he had some agreement with your sister?
Yes, I wasn't in the property.
All
I
right.
wasn't in the property to be charged.
Mr. Muskinnis,
Yes, Your Honor.
your response.
Your Honor, this in 2007, Ms. Duncan was the tenant of record at the property on Seymour. And she vacated sometime in May or June of 2007. I had entered into a payment arrangement with her. She agreed that 3370.60 was owed. I had an agreement with her that if she paid $100 per month, that I would reduce the outstanding balance by half. She never paid any of the money on this agreement that I made with her. And 16 years later, here we are. We had 3 other garnishments previously over the last 3 or 4 years. Starting in 2017, we had one in 21, and we had one, I believe, in 22 or 21. So there were 3 previous garnishments, and her balance is with this particular garnishment that's now suspended of $1,400. She will still owe $380.
All right. All right, this is the court's ruling. Ma'am, under Michigan Court Rule 3.101K, you may not use the objection to garnishment to challenge the validity of the judgment that was already entered. And that's what you're attempting to do. Having failed to state a valid objection to garnishment, that objection must be denied. Ma'am, you have an absolute right to appeal my decision. That appeal must be perfected within 21 days today in the Wayne County Circuit Court. Thank you both for coming in. I'll send out an order today. We are off the record.
Very good, Your Honor. Thank you for the opportunity to have been heard.
Be safe.
Mhm.
Hello,
Hello,
what is your name?
LaShonda Hayes.
LaShonda Hayes.
Yes, sir.
All right, I think I have that. What is your name, ma'am?
Hi, Wanda Larkins.
All right, we are on the record. This is file number 181700809, Modern Financial Services versus LaShonda Hayes, Wanda Larkins. Could I have your appearances?
Good morning, Your Honor. Navjot Francis, P72322 on behalf of Plaintiff's Attorney of Record.
And what is your name, ma'am? Wanda Larkins.
Yes, my name is Wanda Larkins.
Is LaShonda Hayes here?
Yes, I am.
All right, then I need you to verbally respond. Let's start off with LaShonda Hayes, who is defendant one. What is the basis, ma'am, of your objection to garnishment?
I do not owe the amount that they are saying, and it should only be me that they are asking for this payments from.
What do you mean you don't owe the amount they're seeking?
They're seeking an amount that is not what is due to them for the vehicle. And on top of that, they're seeking it from me and my mother when it should have only been me that they were seeking it from.
What do you claim you owe?
12,000, I believe. It was about, oh, I don't have it. I know it was 12,000, I think 800.
The judgment that was entered against you, ma'am, was in the amount of $12,658.17. I don't understand your complaint.
They're coming after myself and my mother, and I should be the only one that I've been trying to make payment arrangements. However, I should be the only one that they're seeking this from, and they're seeking more than that $12,000 amount from me.
Let me hear from Ms. Francis on her claim of the amount.
Your Honor, this judgment is from 2018, so interest has been accruing pursuant to the judgment interest that is allowed under the law. So, Your Honor, the balance right now is $18,902.36.
All right. Is there anything else you want to say, Ms. Hayes?
Yes, that should not have been the amount, because when I tried to have a conversation with them and what was going on with this vehicle, they would have nothing to do with it. So I don't feel like it would be at this status if they would have been communicating. I went up there, I faxed in all the paperwork they asked for, and they still never communicated these things right, because again, I tried to set up arrangements with them just for myself. This should not be upon myself and my mother.
All right, I'm prepared to rule in regard to Ms. Hayes. Court finds you failed to state a valid objection to garnishment. The objection to garnishment, ma'am, may not be used to challenge the validity of the underlying judgment. Having failed to state a valid objection to garnishment, your objection to garnishment must be denied. You, ma'am, have an absolute right to appeal my decision. That appeal must be perfected within 21 days of today in the Wayne County Circuit Court. Thank you for coming in. In regard to your claim, ma'am, we are off the record. We will proceed now with the objection to garnishment filed by defendant Wanda Larkins. Ma'am, you are Wanda Larkins. What is the basis, ma'am, of your objection to garnishment?
Hi, yes, so my objection is The whole thing is I did not do a cosign. So when I look at it, they had me ask the cosigner. But when I went in there, my daughter already purchased the car. She had the car for a whole day. And Shonda needed insurance. So when I came in the next day, Miss Darlene said I had to put my name on the car in order for Shonda to get the insurance from my AAA. And then before I did it, I asked Miss Darlene, I was like, look, I'm in a bankruptcy. I cannot do no cosign. And she was like, no, Miss Hayes already has the car. You're just putting your name on the car so she can get the insurance. So now that I see, and I did go up there because everything is on a knot. So when they were sending paperwork to LaShonda, I'm not getting anything because everything is up under LaShonda Hayes' name and her address. So in the beginning, I never signed for the car. And then when I went back to the company and I explained everything to them, and then they was like, oh, we understand what she did. So they told me that to send in paperwork with a letter that Shonda signed, and I did that. And I do have that, saying that she's stating that she already had the car, she already purchased it. I was on there for insurance purposes to help so she can be on my insurance policy. And that was the whole thing. And even the beginning, I told Darlene I cannot sign for a car because I am in a bankruptcy. And she told me, no, that is not the purpose that you're doing here.
All right, Miss Francis.
Your Honor, defendant is trying to attack the underlying judgment that is not allowed under the court rules on an objection to garnishment. So we are asking for her objections to be denied at this time.
Ms. Larkins, you were
Yes,
personally served with summons and complaint in this matter on November 15th of 2018.
Yeah, but I never got anything. It went to
failed-
Shonda, so yeah, I never knew it.
You were personally served, ma'am. You failed to appear for a pretrial on January 28th, 19, and that's when the default judgment was entered. Default was entered, followed by default judgment on February the 11th. In any event,
They never served me, sir.
ma'am, listen to me. You may not
Okay.
use the objection to garnishment to challenge the validity of the underlying judgment. If you want to file some other kind of motion, you can do that. But you cannot use the objection to garnishment to say there's something wrong with the underlying judgment. And that's what you're attempting to do. Having failed to state a valid objection to garnishment, your objection to garnishment must be denied. You have an absolute right, ma'am, to appeal my decision. That appeal must be perfected in 21 days of today in the Wayne County Circuit Court. Thank you for coming in. We are off the record.
Thank you, Your Honor. I did have that one last case.
You have another one?
559.
Let me see if I have somebody on 559. Oh. I don't know if I have it with anybody on that file as of yet. So I have to put you back in the waiting room. But wait, let's see if this is that person.
I think that it was filed by the garnishee and they were supposed to withdraw it. So I don't know if that happened.
559, let me see. Oh, okay. I have a letter here, email sent to my court clerk yesterday saying the objection to garnishment. We wish to, this is from Magda Law, Magdich. Since we did receive a copy of the judgment, we wish to withdraw our objection to the writ of garnishment. So I guess we're done then.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too. Hello?
Hi there.
What is your name?
Jonathan Mona.
And why are you here?
I am calling on the, do you want a case number?
I do.
It is 19169,559.
And what is your relationship here, sir?
I am appearing on behalf of Karen Magditch. My office had contacted the court to let them know that this objection was being withdrawn.
Yeah, we got that. We just did it.
Oh, you
sir.
did? Oh,
You're all set.
oh, okay. Thank you very much then.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Morning, counsel.
Good morning, Judge.
What brings you here today?
Well, I am here. I am appearing for the defendant's attorney, Mr. Hemming. I've been advised by the main office that this matter has been settled.
On Velocity Investments
Yes,
versus Renee Neal?
I'm expecting you to guess it where I'm here.
I guess. Let's see if I can get Mr. Johnson in here and we can get you guys on the road.
Sure.
Mr. Johnson,
Good morning, Your Honor.
this is file number 22-195-652, Velocity Investments versus Renee Neal. Could I have your respective appearances?
Good morning, Your Honor. Brad Johnson, P75416 on behalf of the plaintiff.
Diane Sagarowicz appearing on behalf of the defendant, P32106.
And my understanding is the case has been settled?
Yes, Your Honor. Thankfully, yes, yesterday we reached an agreement, consent judgment for the full balance, $200 a month, beginning, I think, April 28th.
And that's your understanding, counsel?
That is my understanding.
All right, then where's my consent judgment?
That's a good one. I forwarded it to Mr. Hemming's office yesterday for review. I haven't gotten it back to me yet.
All right, then this is what I'm going to do. Parties having placed the terms of the settlement on the record, I'm going to dismiss the matter without prejudice, noting that a consent judgment will follow.
All right, very good.
Thank you both. Be safe.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a great day and let's be safe out there.
You too.
Take care, counsel. All right. All right. What do I have left? Ms. Nunes,
Yes, Your Honor.
you don't seem to have an opponent. What file are you here on again?
529.
Let's call your case.
Okay.
We are on the record calling file 18175-529, Credit Acceptance Corporation versus Stephanie Hambrick. This matter is set today for objection to garnishment. Objection to garnishment is scheduled for 10 o'clock. It is now 10:30. Could I have you up here?
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Ashley Nonis, P77029 on behalf of plaintiff.
Well, counsel, the problem we have here is that the defendant has failed to appear. Her stated reason for objection is, "This is not my debt," which of course is invalid under MCR 3.101K. In any event, having failed to appear, having failed to state a valid objection to garnishment in her pleadings, the objection to garnishment will be denied. Thank you for coming in and have a great day.
Thank you, Your Honor. You too.
All right, we're off the record. Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, we seem to have gotten organized. Okay, you can turn on your video, we can get started.
Okay,
This is file number 02-136942. State Farm Mutual Automobile Insurance Company versus Alan Gordon and Kendra Smith. This is the date and time for an objection to garnishment, as well as a request for installment payments filed on behalf of defendant Kendra Smith. This matter is scheduled for hearing at 10 o'clock. It's now 10:30. Plaintiff has failed to appear. We will proceed in the plaintiff's absence. Could you tell us your name, please?
Kendra Smith.
All right, you are the moving party, ma'am. What is the basis of your objection to garnishment?
It's been like a long time, over 20 years since this had happened. I can't even remember what it was. And also I'm on disability, I'm on a set income. I can't afford to pay much, but I don't know, it's been a long time. I just really want to get this beyond and behind me right now.
Well, ma'am, the problem that we have here is that, let's go over the record here. You're defendant number 2 in this case. I'm looking at the register of action. And a judgment by default was entered back, it looks like, on November 26th of 2002. And then but this appears to be against defendant 1, doesn't appear to be against you.
Oh, okay.
You're defendant number 2, and I'm looking here on this register of action, ma'am, and I do not see where a judgment was entered against you. I see a judgment entered against defendant number 1, which was on November 26th of 2002.
Okay.
That same defendant filed a petition for installment payments in April of 2003. An order for installment payments was entered in May in regard to that defendant. But I don't see anywhere, ma'am, where a judgment was entered against you. The judgment against defendant number 1 was renewed in November of 2002. But again, I do not see a judgment against you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quash the writ, I'm going to grant your objection to garnishment. I do not see, again, as I told you, a judgment that was entered against you. I think it was entered against only the other defendant. And so therefore, by granting your objection to garnishment, any funds will be returned to you. In regard to your request for installment payments, that's moot because the judgment was not entered against you. We'll send those orders out to you today, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
So what about, one question, what about my driver's license? I'm gonna try to get my driver's license back. And they saying the State Farm won't let me because the judgment against me. I have got a letter.
Well, okay, you're gonna have to talk with the district court does not have anything to do with licenses. So what I would do if I were you, I would come to the court, or you could do it online. So all of our registers of action are online, right?
Okay.
What I would do is I would print off the register of action, and it'll show that all the judgment that were entered against defendant number 1, and you are defendant number 2. Take that and show that to them that they're after the wrong defendant. Okay.
Okay. So thank you. So come down to the 36th District Court.
You don't have to come to the court. You can go online at our website and print off the register of action. You're online today, so you can clearly go online. Just print the register of action. And you'll see that there are 2 defendants in the case. You are defendant number 2. And the judgment that was entered and then later renewed was not against defendant 2, it was against defendant number 1. And the abstract that was sent out was again against defendant number 1. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Have a good day. Be safe.
You too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for coming in. That's going to conclude our morning call.